Hey guys, Emma here, also known as 8 Vinyl Low, coming at you with my second video. About a week ago now I posted my VC introduction, and I just wanted to say thank you to everyone who subscribed, liked, commented on my videos, sending me very warm welcomes and encouragement and support. I very much appreciate it, and I am that much more excited to get involved in the community, to get involved with making videos and posting videos and just having fun with it. So with that, I'm going to get into my Record Store Day haul as promised in my introduction video. I will try to keep this kind of short and sweet so it doesn't drag on too long. I know that Record Store Day was now almost a month ago, and so I'm sure you're all very much familiar with the releases, and I'm sure a lot of you have what I picked up or know about it. So I won't get into in depth there with information about the album, but I'll just kind of talk about what I picked up, and you guys will kind of get a feel for my taste and my vinyl collection. My music taste is really just about anywhere and everywhere and all of it. If something sounds good, it sounds good. And so that's how I look at it. That's how I look at music. I think that's how most of you look at music too. If it sounds good, you enjoy it. You all have, and I have, we all have our guilty pleasures and things that we enjoy that some people might not, and that's okay. That's what it's all about, right? It's music. It's meant to be enjoyed. So with that, I will get into my Record Store Day 2019 haul. So one of the first albums that I picked up was the Groundhogs, Thank Christ for the Bomb. Was a 50th anniversary reissue of this album. They had a couple, I think they had two choices. They had this choice, which is the private press edition, and they had another edition with a double LP and all of that. I ended up picking up the private press edition, limited to 500. Awesome album. If you haven't heard this album, I'm sure most of you have at least been exposed to this before, but great album. My opinion, Groundhog's best album. I think many of you would agree. Tony McPhee's guitar on this blows me away every time I listen to it, so I was really excited to pick this up. I didn't have any Groundhogs in my collection, and so this reissue of my favorite album from them was a no-brainer for me. So, came in this kind of box here. I'll show you real quick. And then pulls out, and you have the original kind of design and an LP of Thank Christ for the Bomb. So, it also came with a little ration book. Show you real quick as well. Came with a ration book. I don't know if the double LP version of this did, but I know that this one did, which I thought was really cool. Just some commentary about the album by the band, so it was really cool to see. So, came with pictures, all that stuff. So, it also came with a Poppy download card, which is really cool. Really cool addition as well. Kind of moves away from your plain square download cards, kept with the theme of the album, so really cool. Happy to pick this up. Favorite tracks off this album are probably the title track, Thank Christ for the Bomb, and Darkness is No Friend. So if you haven't listened to this or haven't listened to it in a while, go ahead and do it. Good stuff. Alright, the second thing I picked up, which I'm sure would not surprise you guys, being that I talked about this band a lot in my introduction, and it is the namesake of my channel, kind of. I picked up Cheap Trick's Epic Archive Volume 3. Very excited to have this and to complete my collection. This is the last installment of Cheap Trick's Epic Archives release by Epic. And yeah, it's on a flame red vinyl, so taking from Cheap Trick's Song The Flame. They put it on a kind of red splattery vinyl, and they named it The Flame Red. So I thought that was really cool. Double LP, great record. Has a lot of soundtrack songs off of it, so songs from Up the Creek and Top Gun and Say Anything. It also has my favorite. Now, if you haven't listened to this, I need you to pause this video and go listen to it. So, get ready. It has Cheap Trick's cover of the Beatles' Magical Mystery Tour on here. Blows me away every time that I listen to it. Their best cover and one of the best covers ever. I might be biased, but I love it. So if you haven't listened to Cheap Trick's cover of Magical Mystery Tour, go do that now. Good. And if you have, you know what I'm talking about. It's awesome. So, really cool to have this complete my collection. I have volume 1 and 2, so this was cool. Alright. Next on the list is Green Day, live at Woodstock, 1994. Love this concert. It's the infamous Mud Fight concert, for those of you who are kind of familiar with this. Great concert, great songs, great story. Had to grab it. Sounds awesome, mixed well, no complaints. Love Green Day. Yeah. So, pick that up. Alright. Also picked up Billy Joel, live at Carnegie Hall, 1977. Live double LP record. This concert's awesome. I have heard audio from this concert before, but after spinning this, and I know it's vinyl, but it just sounds phenomenal. It has a live version of one of my favorite Billy Joel songs ever, which is Captain Jack. It's one of my favorite, if not my favorite Billy Joel song. Awesome live version on this record. It also has, of course, Say Goodbye to Hollywood, Just the Way You Are, New York State of Mind. But I also like the live version of I've Loved These Days, which I think was on Joel's Turnstiles album. If I'm wrong, let me know. I think I've Loved These Days was on Turnstiles, but great live version on here, great live album. Happy that I picked this up. So. Alright, moving down the line. Next record I picked up was UK reissue of The World of David Bowie on the Decca label. This comes on a blue vinyl. I'll show you guys if you haven't seen it. It's Bowie's early stuff. So it's his kind of pre-Space Odyssey music. So if you've heard it, there's mixed feelings about it. Some people don't really like it. Some people do. I'm kind of in the middle. I picked this up because I was intrigued because I knew some of the songs on here. And I was just, I didn't know that I would love it. And it's not my favorite record, but there's something strangely appealing about Bowie's kind of early stuff. Something kind of raw and simple about the lyrics and the music. So I actually enjoyed listening to it. I have no complaints, really. You know what you're gonna get with it, so I enjoyed it. Has Karma Man on there, which I think is my favorite song off of this record. Also includes the London Boys, if you guys know Bowie's early stuff. In the Heat of the Morning, Let Me Sleep Beside You. That kind of music, so I liked it. Next, I picked up, because it's record store day, of course, Grateful Dead's Sage and Spirit, another collaboration between the Dead and Dogfish Head Beer. Says here to kick back on the porch and enjoy, and that is exactly what I will be doing this summer with this album. So, excited to pick it up. It's record store day. You gotta pick up a Grateful Dead album. Okay. Next, and I'm excited about this one. Robert Plant, Fate of Nations. Love Zeppelin, love Robert Plant. I think that Fate of Nations is Plant's best solo album. And I thought I'd never own it, because it's hard to get your hands on an original press of this album from '93, I think. But they reissued it for Record Store Day, remastered on 180 gram vinyl. Sounds amazing. Excited to have this in my collection. And has 29 Palms on it. Calling to You's another great song, so really excited about owning this. Fate of Nations. Almost there, I promise. Next record I picked up, because I don't own it yet, but I've been meaning to get it, is Golden Earring's Moontan. Probably Golden Earring's most famous album, has Radar Love on it, if you know anything about Golden Earring, and if not, you have probably most likely heard Radar Love. It's on a turquoise vinyl, I believe, or just a plain blue. Here, let's see. Yep. Blue vinyl. Has Radar Love on it. Also, Are You Receiving Me? Which is my favorite song off of this album. Awesome. Awesome arrangement. So, picked it up. It was on my list to pick up anyway, but they did a record store release, so I said, okay. Moontan, Golden Earring. Alright. Last but not least, I grabbed, and I'm surprised that I don't own any of their music, and when I was going through my stuff, I was like, I can't believe I don't own them. Rolling Stones, High Tide and Green Grass reissue UK edition from their 1966 album. Greatest hit stuff on here. I can't believe I don't own any Rolling Stones stuff. I love the Stones, but I just don't have anything in my collection, so this is definitely a good start. It's the greatest hits. You're gonna get what you're gonna get. You get Paint It Black. You get Satisfaction, of course. Lady Jane, Time Is on My Side. I had to grab it when I saw it. I could not believe I didn't own any Stones, but this was a nice grab. So, it's on turquoise vinyl, which I thought was very pretty to look at. I wasn't sure what to expect, but it is indeed turquoise. So, on the Decca label. Ooh. Yeah, I was excited about this pickup. So that was cool, and that was cool that it was on colored vinyl. So, with that, that's all I got, which was a lot. I was really happy with this year's record store day. I normally try to pick up 2 or 3 over the past few years that I've been going, maybe 3 or 4. But I went all out this year, and I really enjoyed the list. That's why. I've been trying to grow my collection, and so record store day is a unique way to do that, because you get unique opportunities to pick up unique albums that you might not pick up at other points because they haven't been released or they're being reissued or whatnot. So, really cool opportunity, so I took advantage of it, saved up, picked up all those albums, and I have not regretted one purchase. Love them all. Obviously very happy to complete my Epic Archive collection for Cheap Trick. Happy to pick up Robert Plant's Fate of Nations. and everything else that I showed you today. So that's my record store day haul, and that's what I have for you guys. So have a good rest of your day or night or whenever you're watching this, and I will see you for my next video. Bye guys.